right, well, welcome back. We are going to talk a little bit about one of the most expensive rooms in a renovation traditionally, which is the bathroom. But there's some...
It is. It can be.
It can be. There's some interesting things that you need to consider that might or might not blow out your budget on your bathroom and help you to create a bathroom space that's
functional,
cost effective, and looks good.
Yes, because it's all about, let's face it, you know my mantra, doesn't matter how pretty it is, if it is not functional, then it's a no-goer.
The right tool for the right job, otherwise no problem.
You're such a tradie.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
It is really, really true. Yeah. So, talking about tools and tasks, I won't say jobs, tools and tasks
rather than tools
in
and
the bathroom, toilets.
Toilets.
Position of your toilet for me is one of the most key things in your bathroom. There's obviously legislation around door openings and not opening onto a toilet. So if anyone fell, you could rescue them naturally. But apart from making sure we comply with those, for me, it's all about visually.
That's right.
The last thing I want when I'm laying in the bath is the toilet lid up next to me. Can you imagine it? It's like, the toilet seat's up again.
Yes.
So that's a big one for me.
Or even if you put a bath in your bathroom. It depends on size to some extent, whether you put a bath in there. Functionality also comes into play. If you have the room to put one in there, then I would always suggest putting one in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, it also depends a bit on the market. So
that's right, back to research as well.
You know, even if you're not planning on selling your house, you never know what amazing opportunity might come flying past you next year. You might get asked for your whole family to go live in a penthouse in New York for a year.
Happens to me all the time.
I know. In that case, you need to make sure that you're doing things to your property that is still going to add value to it, even though it's your renovation.
That's right.
So, if you do have young children, or your market is young children, a bath is an absolute essential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ideally, with a shower outside it.
I was going to say, how do you feel about the shower over bath?
Look, if it's an absolute necessity and you absolutely have to have a bath in there and there really is absolutely no way to fit a shower in, it's okay as long as a downsizer isn't any potential market of yours.
Okay.
Because for a downsizer, a shower over a bath is a no-no.
No.
Absolute no-no.
Okay.
Must be walk-in. So that's the only exception.
That's back to your research where we're researching a market.
Even when it's your own home.
Okay.
Always make sure you're adding the right type of value because you never know what exciting opportunities around the corner.
That's good. Plan ahead.
All right, what about vanities? Bugbear of mine. We're in the amazing FV by Peppers up in Brizzy, and they have made some interesting decisions in the bathroom here. Like put a basin on top of the vanity that is the entire size of the bench top.
And where I was also to see where the tapware comes out of the wall so high above the basin as well. I was like,
correct.
There's water going everywhere.
Literally.
Here.
And so when I blow dried my hair this morning, I actually had to put my hairdryer in the sink and hope no one accidentally flipped the tap on.
No, so you need some storage space, particularly if you've got a young family or if you're the type of couple.
If you're a chick.
If you're a chick,
let's face
full
it.
stop. Just
if you're a
full
chick,
stop it right there. If you're a chick.
And that goes back to going, what do I do in my space? You know, so we brush our teeth and you gents shave your face, so you need a mirror and a sink. I get that, but other than that, us chicks in there, we're blow drying hair, we're putting makeup on, we're moisturising, we're doing stuff that doesn't always require sink and mirror. Sometimes we need a mirror independent.
And you need bench space.
You need places to put stuff.
You do need to put stuff. But having said that too, we need storage as well.
Oh, it's essential.
So a vanity doubles in all those areas as well.
Vanity is actually super important.
They are really important. If you can get a good vanity, and if you can, like Gnomes and I have spoken about this before,
in detail.
Love a floating vanity. Love a wall-mounted vanity that you can have a clear space underneath for hygiene and just for the ergonomics of movement and air movement and circulation, and also because you're in a wet area, so as many things as you can get off the floor, the better.
The longevity. No matter what anyone says, anything that touches the ground over 10 years in a bathroom will show signs of wear and tear.
That's right.
It just will, no matter what.
And we're talking about moisture in a wet room, ventilation.
Exhaust, heat, and light. You know, we often couple them together, but it doesn't have to be. We don't have to. A lot of the time also, you know what? I think not enough attention is given to light in the bathroom.
I was going to say exactly the same thing, because traditionally a bathroom will carry normally a fairly small window.
Yes.
And I think there's nothing better than trying to bring the outside into a room, any room.
Absolutely.
But a bathroom is a really nice room to bring the outside in if you can do that as well.
But not only that, also like the accent lighting, the mood lighting.
Oh.
Like, why are we still... Oh, that was an oh. Why are we still...
I suppose,
why are we still treating our bathrooms like places just to shave?
It's not just for the kids to have a bath and splash around in. It's somewhere for you to sit down and relax and drink your wine.
And so why do we only have big overhead lights?
No, that's very true.
You
very good
know,
point,
so
very
for
point.
me, that's the new generation of
Yeah,
bathrooms.
so perhaps even some detailed under bench lighting.
Yeah,
and
as
things
long
like
as you
that.
can't see it.
Yep.
Even some low voltage pendants if they're in the right places.
That's right. Very good. On a fader on your light switch.
Yep, absolutely.
Speaking of voltage,
Yes.
there are standards for how close you can put a power point to any source of water. So
Yes.
make sure you
And
check
lighting.
the standards and lighting as well.
Because
So make sure
apparently
it's okay.
some people like to try and change light bulbs while standing in the bath.
Oh my lord.
Apparently that's the reason.
We were discussing things about silly people at
We
lunchtime
were,
too,
we were. The other thing to think about for me, again, from a female perspective, is the shower rose.
We were talking about this before as well because it completely blew my mind. I was like, what? You just want to get in the shower and you want to get wet. From a guy's perspective, ain't necessarily so for the ladies.
No, because if I am not wanting to wet my hair, the last thing I want is a ceiling shower rose that I literally have to stand on an angle to get my body wet and to try and protect my hair from getting wet.
Exactly.
All about efficiency. If I don't have to wash it and I don't have to do it, I don't want to get it wet.
And if you're renovating a bathroom, you're in those walls changing that tapware most of the time.
So make good decisions.
So make good decisions while you're in there and utilise the time that you've got that wall space open, you've got your tradies on site. The cost of the trade is not going to be any different or less just for getting them to install another fixture while you're in there. It'll be a little bit more, but they're in there anyway. So
people often say to me, well, how do you choose then, Naomi? Like, if we live together, Ro, you'd be like, I want a big ceiling rose. I want to feel like I'm under a waterfall.
That's right, exactly.
And I'd be like, don't wet my hair. So in that circumstance, I'd actually have both installed. You can either have it on a diverter, like the traditional bath and shower, or you can literally have two mixers in there. So the day where I really want to be pampered, I can have the waterfall and the hand shower going at the same time.
Yeah, that's why it's like getting a massage.
So many things to think about.
I know, but all really, really valuable things to think about and that can really, really help increase the value and the livability of your bathroom.
I think that's what it's all about. It's about livability, aesthetics, value, and realistically, if you plan well, you'll execute well and you'll save money in the long term. Thanks for watching. Did you know we run workshops for all things DIY and renovation? I've popped the link below with our schedule for the rest of the year. Hope to see you there sometime soon.